Man, welcome to Nightcap. This is day 3 of the hijacking that me and my boy Jake, well, not the hijacking, I don't want to even use that term, the takeover. Day 3 of the takeover. I'm TJ Houshmandzadeh, that's James Harrison. And later on in the show, we'll be joined by Kelee Ringo, defensive back from the Eagles, went to the University of Georgia, from Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, text a friend, call a friend, tell them to do the same thing. And while you're at it, top of the corner of the chat, we got the link to Mr. Well, y'all seen if anybody that was tuned in yesterday or last night, he had a little Debo tank top on. So if you like it, go get your Debo gear. The link will be pinned at the top of the chat. So go ahead and support my boy in his Debo gear. He's dressed appropriately now. He's not trying to scare anybody or show off them
Oh,
all them muscles he got. So he got a little t-shirt on today. So we good to go. First off, what's happening? You good?
I'm always good, man. Always good. Had to do the same thing I do every day, work out, then go work my boys out. They had to do some field work today. So I gave my son an opportunity to get out there and test out his ankle that he had surgically repaired. So he's doing good.
Speaking of your boys, I don't know if we touched on this yesterday or not. How is it now that they're of age and you can actually get on the field, get in the weight room, work out with them? How
Well,
it
I
now
don't
the
actually.
instruction? Are you on their ass, or are you kind of letting the dude you train with? Because I don't know him, but we gonna get into his name is Ian, correct?
Yeah, Ian Danny.
We
That's
gonna
the
we
last
gonna
name.
get into Ian also. But how is that just like working out with your sons now they're of age?
So I'll work out with one of them, and someone will train the other one, and then I'll switch, day to day. And to be honest with you, man, it's all dependent on what I'm getting from them. If I'm a, jump on their butt or not. I usually have to jump on my youngest butt a little bit more than I do my oldest. I really don't have to jump on my oldest at all, to be honest with you. He's more like me. He loves to do it. He wants to, try and do it to the best of his abilities, and he wants to try and get stronger every day. My younger one, I gotta push him a little bit. He just now breaking through the point where he's getting used to the burn, the hurt, the pain that you got to go through to build, and he's learning an appreciation for it. So it's a little more motivation talking to him. Of course, it's in my words, my language. It's not for everybody else's kids for me to coach them, because I coach my kids as if they're mine. And if I was to coach yours, I'm gonna do the same thing if that's what you're looking for. But that's the only way I know how
What
to do it.
position they
So that's
play?
what you go get. I got linebacker, running back, and safety running back.
Okay. And so I don't know Ian, but I feel like I know him because of you and RC being
Yeah.
Ryan Clark.
Mhm.
How did that? Because where do you live now?
I live in Pittsburgh. I'm
So
just out there.
I assumed you were still living in Pittsburgh, but they say when you assume.
Yeah, make an ass
So
out of
you
you.
live in Pittsburgh, and Ian, if I'm not correct, is in Arizona.
Yep.
So you not playing, and you still travel to Arizona to train with Ian. Obviously now you're boys, but even when you were retired, you was just going out there to get however many weeks in with him to head back home.
Yeah. So after I was done, I had a workout app that I had out. So I was doing a lot of filming for that, and in the process of building out that app and doing all the exercises so I could have the whole platform ready to go and do all that. But it's that's like my vacation. Most people, they want to go to they want to go to Florida or somewhere. They want to go out and eat and party and do all that. I want to go to the gym. If I take a vacation, I'm not leaving no more than 3 days. If it ain't got a gym, I may not leave at all. Like, it's not happening. Like, if I can't get to a gym, we ain't going nowhere. Like,
And
if
when did you start training with Ian? When in your career? What year in your career did you start training with him?
2000, so here's something. So 2000, I think it was
Oh,
10, sorry,
right in the
2010.
middle.
Yeah, so 2009, 2010, I started with him. And The big reason I started with him is he was doing a lot of soft tissue work for me. That's when I hurt my back and ended up having to get surgery at the end of the season, and they locked us out. So after I got the surgery, they locked us out, so I couldn't do none of my therapy anywhere. And I ended up doing all my therapy here in Arizona with him. And from that time, forward, I just got stronger and stronger. I got leaner and leaner. He helped me to actually really dial in my diet and understand what it is that I needed to eat, shouldn't eat, the amounts that I could eat, and come to realize like you could smash as much. He said anything that runs, flies, or swims, you could almost eat as much as that as you want, and then stay away from anything that was a carb. And I basically went into almost like a keto diet. And dude, I wasn't close to working out as hard as I could because I was recovering from the surgery and doing the therapy of it. But I dropped down to almost 8% body fat in that
It
time.
runs, flies, and swims. So I get that part of it. So what about the fruit? Because that ain't running, flying, and swimming. You can't eat all the fruit you want, or is it because it's
Carbs.
the net? Ah, gotcha.
Just
So
because it's
all
natural
it is.
sugar don't mean it's not carbs. It's what they call good sugar, but it's still carbs. So
Man, then I
um,
don't know. Then I ain't doing nothing right.
well, see, I would go and I would get like 4 weeks where it would just be zero. Any carbs that I got was from the meat and whatever else. And then you would be allowed to get like a half cup of berries. So the only thing that I was allowed was berries. So blackberries, blueberries, strawberries. That was the lowest.
Man, I just ate a whole thing of blackberries, whole thing just by myself right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I eat whatever. Like, I'm eating bread.
Well, you can. I mean, look at you. You one of them dudes that can eat whatever, don't gain no weight, don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate y'all.
Nah,
You
man.
know.
But I don't like, no, this would happen. So when I retired, I didn't go to the doctor, bro. No lie. Last year was 2012. I went to the doctor. The first time I went to the doctor after I retired was 2021. And I retired in 2012, right? I'm not lying. Got all that you're paying for insurance and I ain't using it, right? And so I go to the doctor, boom, everything fine. No problems. So he was like, "We gonna do your blood work." So I go do my blood work. And then he called me like a week later and was like, "Can you come into the office?" I'm like,
Mhm.
"Come into the office? The fuck?" Like I'm nervous. Like, bro, you can't tell
Yeah.
me this over the phone. Like, come into the office. So then I drive, it's like 40 minutes away. And he was like, everything checked out fine, except your cholesterol. And I'm like, first thing I'm like, bro, I don't really eat a lot of French fries and fried food. Like, if my kids go to Chick-fil-A or something, I might eat a fry or two, but I'm not eating the whole thing.
Mhm.
And he's like, nah, refined sugar is worse for your cholesterol than fried foods. And I'm like, well, okay. And every car that I have, I keep a bag of candy in the middle console
Oh
because
yeah.
as soon as I get in, I'm eating the candy. And I was probably, even when I was playing till when I was retired, I would probably eat 4 scoops of ice cream 4 or 5 days a week with like 2 sprinkled cupcakes.
Oh, that's trash.
So I was eating that like damn near every day. He said my cholesterol, and I don't know if you know the numbers, but I was 282. And they wanted to be under 200. And I got nervous. So I didn't eat any candy, any ice cream. I felt like a crackhead, bro, because like I was like fiending for some candy and some ice cream, but I didn't eat it for like 8 months straight. Nothing. And then I gradually, like every blue moon now, I'll eat some ice cream here and there. I'll eat some candy here and there. But I'm an asshole or I'm a dumb asshole. I ain't been back to the doctor since 2021. And I keep saying that I'm going to go back because I want to see, has it dropped yet? And so I need to see if I had that type of discipline because you may think, oh, I look good, but in the inside, you slowly
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah, yeah. You got a lot of guys that look look like Hercules on the outside, and on the inside, they weaker than a 3-year-old girl. So and then they're unhealthy too. You know
Hey,
what I'm
that's
saying?
what you
It's
just
it's
said.
uh
It's
it's a
sexy. Say a
combination,
three-year, hey, say a
especially
three-year-old child, not a 3-year-old girl, 3-year-old child. You know, the women ain't,
3-year-old child,
they ain't gonna like the women ain't gonna like that. They ain't gonna like that.
3-year-old child. Okay.
So
But
Ian is
I
helping you as far as the food part aspect, the strength part, extended your career, and that's why you're there with your sons.
yeah. So I'm trying to. Well, my oldest, he sort of got the understanding of what it was that he needed to do after he had to have a couple surgeries. So he blew his SC joint. And from that point forward, everything I was trying to tell him, I'm like, dude, you got to eat right. You got to take care of your body. You know, you want to aspire to, go to college and, possibly go further than that. So you need to start doing the things necessary now to preserve and prolong your body. And from that point forward, last July, he actually just totally stopped eating any really refined sugars. He's he dropped as low as like 155 after he's up to like 207 now. So he put on a little over 50
Yeah,
pounds
he my weight. That's what I weighed
weight.
this morning when I woke up. 207.
Okay. Oh, you ain't
Hey, and
no
I told you I
207.
was working out. I got 50 more push-ups to do, and that'll be 500 for the day. And I'm doing my legs tomorrow.
You ain't
Yeah,
listen,
split
you ain't
squats.
no 207 either.
I'm 207, 207
How
pounds.
tall are you?
6'2",
How tall are you?
6'2".
Yeah,
How much you think I weigh?
I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. I was gonna give you like 185,
Oh my God,
you know.
that's Chad. That's disrespectful. Chad 185.
I'm just saying, like I'm looking at like kind of the same build.
Nah, you see it, bro. Don't play with me. You see my shoulders. My shoulders are
I'm
huge. They're not like my shoulders are big. See, this shirt is an extra large. The other day I had on a large, so then I was looking bigger than what I am. Come on, bro.
Man, you and my
You don't
son
see
wear the
these
same
shoulders?
size.
And then if I stood
You and
up,
my son wear the same size shirt.
and then you see this firepower down below. Yeah.
Pause.
Hey, James, when I was yeah, pause for real. When I was in so I went JUCO. I went
Okay.
JUCO. And then when I was in college, no bullshit. I benched 395 pounds. I did
I could
225.
listen, I could believe that because a lot of our skilled dudes when I was in college were super strong,
I
bro.
did 225 23 times. I was squatting like 450. My vert was 39. Yeah, no lie. Swear to God.
39.
I promise you. See, it's crazy because I had this, everybody, oh, TJ was slow. You know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna see if I can find it, bro. I ran 10.5 and 100 meters in junior college, 21.3 in the 200. Cerritos Junior College. Yeah.
I
Right
mean,
above the
that's cool. That's cool. I mean, they're kind of doing that in high school right now, but
Yeah. They much. I'm just
they
saying.
tripping. Yeah.
185? Man, I weighed that in high school. I was 178 getting out of high school.
Me and you was around the same
Notice,
weight.
hey,
I
I
was
ain't.
I was I was 190 leaving high school.
Oh, so we was about the same weight.
Yeah. My paper said I was it's always 2 inches and 20 pounds. It said I was 6'2", 210. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I came into the league at 218 when Marvin Lewis got there because your boy, Dick LeBeau was my coach my first 2
Yeah,
years in the league.
yeah.
And when Marvin Lewis got to the Bengals, he basically made me lose weight. So then I got to about 205. He was like, the NFL is not about being big, it's how you move. I need you to lose weight. And I was I'm built like I'm ripped up. I'm like, where am I lose weight at? And I lost weight because
Yeah, you do what you got to do, baby, to stay on that field.
I was drinking that milkshake, those like 4 scoops of ice cream, and then I make a milkshake sometimes at night. I just stopped doing that because I eat the
And
ice
that's good.
cream, and then some nights I make a milkshake. Yeah, and I just lost weight.
That's simple. That's easy. All you got to do is step away from the table. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, I don't eat that much. I only eat once a day, but you snacking all throughout the day and you tearing up, 300, 400 carbs, from all the high fatty food, little chips here, nuts here and all the other stuff, trail mix and all that. And they think, it don't really count. I'm like,
Hey,
yeah.
so what was it about RC when you saw him that made you want to go work with Ian because he referred? What was it that you saw in RC that made you say, let me go try him out?
So what happened is I was having issues with my back and RC was like, yo, you need to see my dude. And so that season leading up to when we played Green Bay in the Super Bowl, Ian was doing soft tissue work on me, helping me get through the season so that I didn't have to get, surgery. So that's what initially got me into seeing him. So I would see him like once a week, you know what I'm saying? And from there, after that happened, I ended up getting my surgery done. And I had already made the plans that I was going to go out there and train. But when they locked us out, I ended up going out there and doing all my therapy out there. And like, I'm so happy that's what happened. My recovery, the build up was totally different than what you're going to get at the team, how they proceed and do their therapy, his understanding of how the body works, what's going to what you combine with this and what you combine with that to get a better result from just even exercise, you know what I'm saying, combining different exercises to get
What city Ian in Arizona?
he in Scottsdale. It's in Tempe now.
Man, I might have to go fuck with Ian. I might have to take my son out because I had terrible back problems.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I had had Ian at the very beginning of my career, I almost feel like 100% that I would have never had to have a surgery.
Really?
No, yes. Like you got to realize, they say, oh, well, your knee is it's wear and tear, the cartilage is scraping, so they want to go in and scope it, right? Well, what you don't understand is not just wear and tear. Something's not firing right. Your muscles aren't functioning the same way they were before, so it's causing your knee to not wear into that same groove. Maybe it's edging off like this, and now it's scraping on that cartilage. So what they go in and do is they go in and fix what's giving you the pain. They don't actually fix what causes it.
Yeah, they not
But
fixing the
they
problem.
went and actually did muscle testing and figured out, you know what, your quad, your one of your quad muscles isn't firing right. Let's do what we need to do to get that back activated and firing right. It'll line that alignment of that knee back up, and you won't have it, scraping off cartilage.
Well, send me Ian
Crazy.
number. Let Ian know you gave me his number, so when I hit him up, he ain't acting like he don't know who I am. Let him
Oh
know.
yeah, I hit it up. All you gotta do is text and let him know you go hit him up. But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
right
yeah.
now is the busy season, so it's a bunch of guys out here right now.
Oh,
So
nah, I'm just. It's for the future. I ain't.
okay.
Listen, me working out. I'm gonna work. I'm doing Jim Jones workout, man. I'm doing pull-ups,
We don't
push-ups,
do that. We don't do that.
dips.
If that's what you coming to do, don't come
No,
here.
I'm talking about for my son. Like
Oh,
I can
okay.
lift weights. I haven't, man. I ain't got under a bench press. I haven't not benched at least 10 years. At
Yeah,
least.
it's a few. It's been a number of guys that come here talking about they ready to get it in, and they go through leg day, and then we don't see them no more.
See, but that ain't me though. Like mentally, I'm an animal. I'm like a Navy SEAL up here. I'm not quitting with nothing. I don't. I'll die before I quit. That's one thing that I won't quit. Like I'm throwing up.
Well, hey,
Like
you
I'm
assign
not
the
quitting.
bucket. You
I got too
assign
much
the bucket,
pride.
man. Yeah,
Dudes
yeah.
won't come back after a hard day. That bruh,
Oh no. They don't come back at all.
that ain't me. Like
Yeah.
that's one thing about me.
You don't see him no more. Cats get a week in there and they like, yeah, this is what it is. Yeah, this is what it is. It's work over here at
Ain't
PEP.
no hoe in me. That's one. I'm
Like
not
it's
quitting.
work.
That's one thing. Like no, no, no. Now, I guess I just look like this, but I'm coming back.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
come
something
on
that's
through,
hard. I
man.
want to be pushed.
We love, yeah, we love to work. Like, the leg, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Your first couple leg days, probably your first 2, 3 weeks of legs, you know what I'm saying? Normally the cycle goes Monday is legs and Thursday is legs. And then Tuesday is basically back, chest back, we call it push pull. Wednesday is cores. It's core. Friday is shoulders, and Saturdays is bis and tries. You do 6 days a week here.
See, my core is strong. My core is strong as hell because I always had a bad back. So I made sure that my core, I'm doing all core. Like I'm killing that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the easy day for me.
No, it ain't.
I'm telling you, my shit, like I'm telling you, if I really worked out, I'd be built like you. Today,
Listen,
Thursday, I
man,
really
I
ain't done
heard.
nothing all week.
Don't get me wrong. You'll make it through, but you
I
go
know
hurt.
I'm gonna make it through.
Oh, you go hurt. No question.
I'm
Like,
gonna act like it don't hurt.
no, it's impossible.
Man, Ian, I'm
Impossible.
pulling up, bro. I'm
But
pulling up.
I promise you, it's impossible.
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. So Ian, he done got, and then when my son get of age, I'm
Yeah,
bringing him out there.
for sure, for sure. Start him young. RC son Jordan.
Yeah.
He's yeah. He's out here right now, but he went to Arizona State, so he actually got to do when he was in Arizona State,
Yeah,
he
he
got to
got a
do the
lot of work
track.
with him. And I don't know
Mm-hmm.
him. I just, like I said,
RC worked with him from day one, you know what I'm
and
saying?
RC still
So
going out there working out like he playing.
RC got his thing too, though, DB Precision, though.
Yeah, see, so I train a lot of guys for the draft every year. I've been doing it now like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
All receivers and tight ends. I've been trained probably like in the last 5 years, probably 31st and second rounders.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, like knock on wood, the last 4 years, that guy right there, I done trained the top ranking receiver in the league the last four years.
Okay,
Hey.
okay. That's
Yeah, and that part of it is fun. I like the being able to teach him and the why. Okay, look, when he plays you this way, these are the things that we want to do. These are the things that we are looking for. We understand zone, where to sit. I'm teaching them protections. I'm teaching them, okay, I want you to look inside. If it looks like it's a blitz and it's going to be picked up, understand what you can do. If it looks like it's a blitz and it's not going to be picked up, you can't be dancing at the line of scrimmage if you have press coverage. The quarterback going to be on his back.
no question.
So we kind of go through everything. And now when my guys do their interviews, I got coaches now calling me like, TJ, Buddy Sharpe, he knows stuff like a quarterback. I'm like, exactly. Then we going over protect. We going over what the middle linebacker job is covered for, what the safety job is covered for, what is in cover three scout, what's a fire zone. We going through all that. And so that part of it, that's partly why I'm probably not chubby. I got too much pride to get chubby, but when I know the training is coming around, I got to make sure I'm in shape because I got to move around with them. Like tomorrow.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I got fat there for a minute, so.
Hey, tomorrow I'm hopping on the track and I'm running. Hopping on the track and I'm gonna run for a good hour. I'm gonna get it in, do some stuff.
See.
Yeah.
I'm too heavy to run that long.
How much you weigh?
I dropped.
So you about 250?
I'm down to like 255, 260.
So what was you like 280? Oh, Chad just texted me.
308.
Oh, he don't want no problems. I'll knock his ass out. Yep. He'll get tired in the first round.
Tell Chad I'm down to 255.
Oh, and he just okay. He said he wore a tank top yesterday, thought it was gonna scare me. He realized I ain't get scared, so he put a t-shirt on.
Nah, it's my supplement company. Me and my partner in. It's Optimum EFX.
Yeah, they gonna go.
Yeah, run that too.
Gonna go click and they gonna support you. The Debo gear and the Optimum, lift it up a little bit more. Lift it up.
Yeah, lift it up a little bit more.
Optimum EFX. There we go.
There it is.
So let's get into some football. Let's get into some football.
Yeah, for sure.
Your hometown team, the team that you will be going into the Hall of Fame as representing this team, Pittsburgh Steelers. So Aaron Rodgers, he say, I don't want the attention when I'm done playing. You won't see me. When this is all said and done, It's Kaiser Sose. You won't see me. I won't be in public. I won't live a public life. That's why it's so strange what's going on right now in my private life, because I don't want to live a life in the public eye. I'm not going to be in the public eye. When this is done, I'm done. You won't see me, and I'm looking forward to that, right? But then why you going to do the Pat McAfee show every Tuesday during the season? Why didn't you sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers a long time ago? Because the longer you wait, you know you're going to constantly be talked about. How, one, do you believe that? Two, how is it going from a player, and when you're a good player, as you were and I was, you in a public eye. You can't go to the grocery store. Anywhere you go, you signing autographs. Do you believe that's possible for Aaron Rodgers?
Do I believe it's possible for him to go off the map and be not
Do you think he'll do that?
I don't know. He might want to go into the jungle and do what he was doing before. Like, I mean, if that's what I mean, that's possible. I would think so. But does he really want to do it? If I knew him better, and then just all the stories I hear from all the stories I hear, I don't believe there's no way in hell he's saying what he actually.
Okay, you don't know Aaron Rodgers, but you played with Ben Roethlisberger. Is that like
no comparison? No
comparison at all?
No, man. That's
Why is that? Explain that.
From what I get from the media with Aaron, Ben is not, it's nowhere near there. You know what I'm saying? Like the caliber of just, over the topness and kind of just calling guys out and throwing cats under the bus, coaches and all. I just didn't get that from Ben. It may have been situations and circumstances where he may have said something and it was taken by the media as that, but I'm almost 90% sure he probably said it to him behind closed doors before it was even said. So I just didn't, the only thing that may have happened with Ben, like in when he was younger, was, he may have exaggerated how hurt he was or something,
He wanted some sympathy.
No, so it makes you look a little tougher, man.
Okay.
Ben is a tough dude, no matter what. Like, he's sitting in there, he's taking the hits, he's doing all that.
Ben is big as fuck.
Right. Sometimes he may embellish, a little bit of what's going on, so that when he go out there and he dog y'all,
oh my God, he played through so much and got the victory.
So it's right. So
okay, now you played for Mike Tomlin. Do you believe Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin, they can make this relationship, this partnership work? Knowing the type of
I think they can make it work if they win it. If they start losing and it's looking like they ain't gonna make above a 500, I think it gets real ugly real fast. Like, to the point of like they
don't think about what you say.
No, I'm saying to the point of like they may just be like, you know what, let's let this dude go mid-season for Aaron. Like, let's just get him out of here, put one of these other quarterbacks in. Mike T ain't going nowhere. Mike T ain't going nowhere. So everybody that believes, Mike T needs to go somewhere, that's not going to happen. You got a coach right now.
You don't think it's in the realm of any possibility that Aaron Rodgers can get Mike Tomlin fired at all?
No, only person get Mike Tomlin fired is Mike Tomlin. If he goes and puts up a couple losing seasons, then I don't see him getting fired. He has a number of years left on his contract. I could see the possibility of them not renewing him, but not firing him. That's just something that the Steelers not going to do, especially after having this much success over that longer time frame without a losing season. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I understand. We have not won a playoff game since 2016.
And they ain't gonna win one this year either.
And that is a huge drought. But you got six in one hand, half a dozen in the other. You know what I'm saying? Grass ain't always green on the other side, and maybe a lot of people don't want to go over there and check it out. So
I don't. Yeah, to me, I see it where it when you win covers up a lot.
covers up a lot.
Covers up a lot. When you start losing, then it's gonna come out because man, you should have signed earlier. Motherfucker, wait until mini count to sign. You'd have been hearing the OTAs and
It would have been
everybody
more.
has something to say when you
Yeah,
start losing. But when you win it, it kind of just covers up.
it covers up all the BS. It covers up all the BS. It
Yeah.
covers up all the stuff in the locker room. As soon as you start losing, the first thing the media is in there doing is they watching now. They're
You
looking.
think the Steelers can make the playoffs?
Do I think the Steelers can make the playoffs? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who they gonna knock out? Because let's just go through it right now, right? We got the Chiefs in there, right? Yeah, right?
Go ahead.
The Chargers,
No.
they made it last year. Jim Harbaugh is
They got lucky.
no. Jim Harbaugh, his second year as a head coach, everywhere he's been has been a huge jump. You think that jump is not going to continue, or you think it stops just this year? Every place he's been.
No, I'm playing with you.
Okay.
Hold
on.
I would think he would. I'm not putting.
Hold up. We're going to go through the AFC, and I want you to tell me who they're going to knock out. So we think the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. That's the AFC West, because those all three were playoff teams last year. Bo Nix in his second year, he's probably going to be better with Sean Payton.
No, he going to have that sophomore letdown.
Sophomore slump, huh? Okay. And then you go to the AFC East. The Bills going to be in. So that's 4 teams that made it. AFC North, we probably going to pick the Ravens for sure. That's 5 teams. And then you got the AFC South, whether it's the Texans, the Colts, the Titans, whoever it is.
You got to realize something. Of all those teams you said, I feel like our defense can play better. And if we get a quarterback that can actually
I don't believe y'all defense was better than the Broncos defense last year. They wasn't better than the Broncos. The Broncos had one of the best defenses in the league with 2 of the better pass rushers in the league.
I said could play better. I didn't say was better.
But if they didn't play better last year, and you got the young defense that got better in Denver, because now this is how I look at it. The Steelers going to be competing with these teams because it's going to be one spot for all these teams I'm about to name. The Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots, and the Bengals. Those 3 teams.
Yeah, we got all them.
Huh?
We got all them.
Y'all can't beat Cincinnati. Y'all not beating us.
Gals. We got
Y'all not beating us.
Gals.
Y'all not beating us. Y'all not beating us.
Come on now.
Y'all not going to beat us.
Yes.
Y'all can't stop us.
Stop who?
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, Mike Gesicki. Y'all not stopping us. And then that O-line.
What happened last year?
Huh?
What happened last year?
1-1.
Okay.
And the bad part is the game that y'all won, it was uneffing, bro. We let Russell Wilson shred us for 400 yards in the air. Best game of the season. We got new defensive coordinator. I'll bet money on that. We're going to beat y'all last both games this year. Hey, you know what? Now that we talking about the Steelers and Bengals, producers, hey, y'all got the clip that we was talking about yesterday when I did my shoes, so we can get in that real quick before Kelee Ringo get on. Y'all got that? Okay, hold up. Pause it right quick. So let's go backstory, right? So that season, we were one of the best teams in the league. We all young. Carson, our quarterback, myself, Chad, Chris Henry at receiver, may he rest in peace. We was damn near unbeatable. Our offense was top 3 in the league, if I'm not mistaken. Our defense, total yards weren't good, but they were number 1 in forced turnovers. And we played the Steelers in Pittsburgh. And I forget the hotel we stayed at. It was a big-ass hotel in Pittsburgh, man. And I get on the elevator. Bunch of Pittsburgh Steeler fans. And they, they talking shit, but they being super cool. And so I told Buddy they had terrible towels, and they're just waving them, and I'm just joking with them and whatnot. And I said, hey, let me buy that from you. $20. He's like, no. I said $100. As soon as I said $100, he said, yeah. So I gave him $100. And he gave me the terrible towel.
Well, you could have got a terrible towel for $19.99.
From where? So
Anywhere.
I'm about to get on a team bus to go to the stadium.
Oh, right then.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so we come out for pregame. We come out for pregame, and I got it onto my left side as a streamer. So I'm warming up with that thing, well, with that thing down. And Marvin walks by me and he snatches it. So I turn around because I'm to myself pregame. I turn around like, Marvin, give me it back, bro. What you I try to take it back. He wouldn't give it back to me. So the whole game, obviously, I didn't have it. So the game ends. By the way, I had a great game. I had 2 touchdowns over, I think I had over 100 yards, but I know I for sure had 2 touchdowns. So as we walk into the tunnel, it was hanging out. I guess he must have given it to Hugh Jackson. It was kind of, I could see part of it hanging out the back pocket of his pants. Man, I pulled that shit right on out. I'm running off the field like this. And then I get towards the tunnel and I was like, let me sit down and just do this. Now y'all go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play it. So I just started doing that. It was just kind of impromptu. I hadn't thought about it. And I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, that was a downfall right there, baby.
I didn't think anything of it. I was just having fun, right?
You ain't never heard the curse of the terrible time?
Hey, it's real crazy because I talk a lot of video. I play video games, right? Just Madden. I'm in a Madden chat right now. The chat, damn near every player in the chat is from Pittsburgh. They all love the Steelers. And so because I don't tell people who I am. So when they found out it was me, I know them boys hate me because I be talking shit. They be talking. I just lost to one of these motherfuckers in the AFC Championship game too, by the way. But anyway, explain to the people, the listeners. We played y'all. We had a home game. We ended up playing Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers in a wild card game. We were at home. We should have won that game. We were winning that game.
I didn't even get to play all that game. I got hurt.
Yeah, like that was my Super Bowl because had that not happened to Carson, when they introduced me, they would be saying Super Bowl champ TJ Houshmandzadeh because nobody was beating us that year.
Yeah, if you didn't rub your feet on that time.
So we lose the game. Carson Palmer gets hurt first play. Chris Henry gets hurt the first play, which was a 50, 60-yard bomb, if you recall. First play of the game, we bombed the fuck out of y'all. And both of those guys go down. Now let's rewind. Explain, because I've heard it so many times, but I'm getting bits and pieces of it. Bill Cowher, the head coach, explain all of that led up into it. And then he brings.
Dude, to be honest with you, I really couldn't recall exactly what he said in the meeting, but it was pointed out and the video was shown for sure. Like, yeah, it was shown. And like I said, I think I got hurt the very first play, like on kickoff. And then the next play, I think, is when y'all quarterback got hurt.
Chemo hit him low, cheap shot at him.
Nah, hey, Chemo don't cheap shots.
No, he's not a cheap. No, he's a stand-up dude. He didn't cheap shot him purposely, but it was a late hit and it was low.
It was low. I don't know how late it was. He was kind of falling into it, so
towards ACL, yeah, it was. But with that being said, I believe we were up. It was either 17-7 at halftime or 17-10. We still should have won the game. We had a lot of mishaps at halftime.
Dude,
Chad can explain that to y'all when he come back. He can explain that to y'all if he wants to. Y'all ask Chad, what the mishaps were at halftime. But yeah, man, that was the year. So I'm young. That's my 3rd or 4th year, maybe. So I'm thinking, oh, next year we're gonna be right back here. We're gonna be right back. We got the same team. Nope.
Oh, buddy, it don't work like that.
Bro, it don't work like you think.
Cats don't understand and realize all of the nuances that go into each season and each game and each play and how this play right here could have turned out differently. And they don't understand how hard it is to get back, especially when you get there like young. It's like, oh, we can be back. No.
That shit is, I was like, we're gonna be back next year. And never got back. We was always good on offense, though. I will say that. we was still running and gunning on offense. We was out that bitch like the Pacers or the Golden State Warriors. We just, well, the Pacers, because we ain't
Yeah,
winning
come
the
on.
championship like the Warriors, but we just,
Yeah.
some points, we wasn't winning. It was
You
just,
always go too far.
yeah. We wasn't Golden State because they was winning championships. Let's stay with the Bengals, right? Did you see the video when Jamar Chase was on the airplane?
Yeah, I saw the video. Yeah, yeah.
Did you, as when you were a player, did you sign every autograph request, or there was time where you were like, nah,
No, I didn't sign every autograph request.
you're mean?
No. I'm actually very, very nice when it comes to that. I do sign most autograph requests, depending on where I'm at, what I'm doing, and how they approach me.
Okay, we got Kelee Ringo, so they can bring him in. He can hear the rest of this, but go ahead. We gonna get to Kelee in a minute.
So if I'm eating and they say, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
And you
can
get
I?
that all the time. I be messing with them. I don't mean
So
to
I'll be
interrupt you.
like,
Why you interrupt me?
right. So I say, listen, if you don't mean to interrupt me, why you interrupt me? Well, I said, listen, tell me the truth and I'll sign it. You interrupted me because you don't know if you go get an opportunity to see me again. You was just taking your shot. Yeah, that was it. I'm like, all right, here, I signed the autograph and keep it moving.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I signed. I can't recall ever telling somebody no, and I'm gonna tell you why. And then Kelee, listen to what we talking about. We talking about telling people no. First off, welcome to the show, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you guys for having me, man.
About
Appreciate you guys.
we talking about fans coming up asking for the autographs, and do you tell them no? So I'll never forget this, bro. So my rookie year, we all go to the mall. It was myself, it was Chad, Peter Warwick, and if anybody that's listening, Peter Warwick, at least in my opinion, Peter Warwick is the best college football player I ever seen. Unbelievable. Florida State, that boy, oh my God, that boy was so cold. Ryan, it was a bunch of young dudes. We at the mall. And so we go to the mall in Cincinnati and we just mobbing through it. And fans start coming up, right? And they ask for, we called him Dub, P Dub. They start, everybody want Dub autograph. Me and Chad just chilling, bro. Like, ain't nobody asking for our autograph. And it was just like, wow. And so you see that and you like, bro, I cannot wait till I get in that position where they ask for my autograph. Because nobody wanted me and Chad's autograph. I don't think we signed shit. And so when it got to that point, because as a young player, you want that. You want that recognition. And so then when that recognition came, I couldn't bring myself to say no to anybody because I always went back to that day when I wish I was in that position. And now that you're finally in that position, why would you tell a kid no? Now, there's the autograph seekers. Like, I'll even put an autograph.
Yeah,
because
the
that's who it
autograph
was with
seekers,
Jamar.
I'm
It
crashing
was
out on
somebody
them.
trying to get an autograph.
I'll actually give them an autograph, but I'll give them a different autograph.
There you go.
Yeah.
But now I might sign one or two things. Then I'm gonna say, come on, bro. How many goddamn things you gonna have me sign? Come on. All right, TJ, my bad. But I'm always saying yes because of that incident. I'll never forget that.
I'm always saying no if I'm doing something with my kids or
Even
I'm
if I'm
watching my
eating and if
kids
I'm with
play.
my wife, if I'm with my kids, I'll do it because
No, if I'm watching my kids play, I'm sorry, I'm not doing any autographs right
I'll
now.
do it.
But
And they not gonna question you because you mean. And in the
no,
way
I tell them I'm
they
sorry.
scared.
I'm just not doing any autographs right now. I'll catch you.
Let me bring you in, Kelee. You young, you really young. What's your take on what we just talked about?
Man, I would say it comes on to respect. You never really understand of how much of an impact you can have. A big fan for sure, you know. So when I go down to a respect thing, it goes back to what James is saying. If I'm with my family, like I feel like you need to be more understandable with, man, I'm not really on that right now, respectfully, man. But to really understanding that just a small thing as a signature can really brighten up somebody's day. But man, when it's respecting, when somebody gets really pushy, and it's kind of like, man, I just want you to respect me just as much. I appreciate you as being a fan. So that's the best way I could explain it.
All right. So you obviously you get, for the fans that don't know, the people that's tuned in, um, DB for the Philadelphia Eagles. Went to University of Georgia. You're from Las Vegas, correct?
No, sir. I'm actually from Tacoma, Washington, like 20 minutes from Seattle. I
Yeah,
went
yeah,
to high
yeah.
school in
Oh, you
Arizona.
from you
Okay.
from the hood, Tacoma. Everybody I meet from Tacoma, they let me know, boy, Tacoma ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
I didn't know you was from Tacoma.
If you're from around the Northwest, you know a little something from around the Northwest.
Yeah, everybody that I know that's from Tacoma, they Tacoma, the slums. They
Man,
boy, you don't
man,
want these.
man.
Okay, so you go to University of Georgia, have a great career, and then you come out and I'm at the combine when you're there. You're probably not gonna remember this. You run
Yes, sir.
fast. Were you disappointed in the way the draft process played out?
The best thing I could say is, man, like the entire job process, it's really tiring, man. It definitely makes you understand that, man, like this is what I've been working for my entire life. I would say that I wouldn't say necessarily more of a disappointment, but man, just really humbling for sure, you know, because man, your entire life you've been one of those guys, you know what I mean? Man, no matter you're getting the ball all the time, whether in offense, defense, making plays all the time and things like that, man. So when you're getting to investing in you and putting their time and energy into you, you know, and it's like, man, like when I say it's humbling, it's I'm critiquing myself to a specific point to where, man, I am valuable. I know who I am, X, Y, and Z, you know. So I definitely wouldn't say where you get drafted or anything like that defines who you are, you know what I mean? No matter if, man, you go first round, second round, third round, man, going into the league, it's a whole new world, you know. So, man, just whether you're in a point where you feel like you need to prove yourself or just continue to stay where your feet at, man, you always got to figure out a way to get better, man. Just continue to keep that mindset, man. I'm hungry, you know. I want to continue to work. So, man, yeah, I could definitely say it's humbling for sure.
Let's talk about this. Let me ask you about this. So your mother was diagnosed with breast cancer and she beat it. She was declared cancer-free February of 2022. So you start a foundation, the Ringo Family Foundation, to raise awareness about breast
Yes,
cancer.
sir.
First off,
Yes, sir.
prayers for your family that your mama was able to beat that, your mother was able to beat it. And so what are you doing now? How the fundraisers, the just giving back because you were impacted by that. And obviously your mother, it was very, very close to possibly losing her. So how has that impacted you and how are you giving back to the community now?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. First thing I want to say is God bless you and your family as well. I appreciate you, man. One main thing is just continue to focus on with me and my mother, and just her message overall is, man, nobody's safe. That denial with really understanding of how important it is to get screening, you know, no matter what age you are. You know, we're kind of biased in that situation. I remember going right before I went to college, my mother felt a little ball above her breast, you know, and we were feeling it. And we were trying to see exactly what it is without obviously getting any testing first beforehand. And then it was right after I went to college. She had got diagnosed, man. I could definitely say one of the main things I say is that anything that she's going through, there's no comparison. No, anything I go through, there's no comparison to anything my mom's going through. You know, so she's a grapevine for me. You know, she's set down a platform for me to continue to grow through that. You know, so I just want to shine light on that and just continue to understand that breast cancer it doesn't discriminate in any type of way, no matter how old you are and who you are as a person.
Man, you've been blessed, bro. I'm like kind of looking at your story, bro, from you just a winner.
I appreciate you, man.
Bro,
It's a
you
lot.
at University of Georgia, 2 national championships. You get drafted to the Eagles. We in the playoffs, we winning Super Bowls. You know nothing but winning. Like, I mean, every team and organization you've played with has had so much success. Darius Slay now is in the same state, different team now with the Steelers. How are you looking to make an impact? Because now space and room is opened up in that secondary. What are you looking to accomplish this year?
Man, one of the big things I say of me spending my time in the league, man, honestly, it's about opportunities. Continue to grow. You know, of course, everybody wants to improve on themselves. You know, but when the opportunity comes for you, you to be able to grow. You know, change your role no matter what it is. You know, because everybody has personal goals and things like that, and just be able to help their team no matter what way they can, man. But just the best thing I say to myself, I continue to grow, man, is to just, man, seize your moment whenever the opportunity does come. You know, because you never know when it's going to come back. I mean, so man, that's the best thing I can say. Guys like Slay, man, he paved the way, and I definitely know what it looks like, you know. So man, just having that blueprint for sure, because that has definitely helped me a lot, and having a leader like that around me.
Yo, man, you got any big plans for tomorrow? I know it's your birthday coming up. You got anything planned?
Man, right now I'm back in Arizona where I went to high school at, man, just kicking with my friends, spending time with family.
Where at
Honestly,
AZ?
you know, just yeah, Scottsdale.
Oh, y'all right
Yeah,
next
but
to
right
each other.
here.
Pull up. Go ahead
Okay,
and go
Right
okay,
support.
here.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Nah,
get
for real
going
though,
for
for
after
real,
this for
for real.
sure.
Most definitely,
Yeah,
most definitely. Yeah,
Hey, now you know
yeah.
what you
sir.
need
You
to
know, I
do.
can.
So, Kelee, before you came on, we was talking about working out because I don't know if you really know James. He a workout warrior. He tried to
Oh yeah,
see
no,
somebody yesterday
James,
in his little tank top
that's
and
James
shit.
Harrison, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Go work. You working out tomorrow
Yeah,
on your birthday?
yeah.
Where you training at
yeah.
right
We
now?
got to too. It's a place called Elite U in North Scottsdale. I used to work out there throughout my high school career, you know. So just it felt like home over there for me, man. But be field
Okay.
work, all that, you know.
Hey, go train with James tomorrow because he act like his workouts are so hard, like nobody can do them. Like you just gonna
I didn't say nobody could do them. He's going to do a DB workout. He's a DB, so he's going to get every workout that is done is tailored specifically to that person, their needs, wants, desires, and whatever they're deficient in. So you come in, you get your whole body tested from top to bottom. Do muscle testing to see where you're weak at. You got to make sure that you have no more than I want to say it's 5 or something percent difference between, say, your quad and your hamstrings. Why? Because you get a guy that's quad dominant, that's the dudes that end up pulling their hamstrings. You get a dude that's hamstring dominant, that's the dude that pull their
Keely, are you
quad.
gonna be in Arizona the rest of the till training camp?
Me?
No, sir. I'm leaving. Actually, Monday I'm going to Seattle. Well, really Tacoma to train a little bit more, man. But shoot, a couple of my DB trainers said they're gonna come out to Arizona, so I might escape for a weekend or two before I gotta go back to Philly.
Okay, well, I was trying to
He
get
did
I
a
was
lot.
trying to
You
get you
know,
to come to
RC out here with DB Precision too.
Shoot, we can lock in with them too. And
Yeah,
most definitely tap. And just never get enough work. You know that. You
yeah,
know we always trying to
of
prove no
course.
matter what it is, no matter what time. You know, different brains, different details, different ideas, things like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yeah,
in
I'm for
your short time in the league, who are the toughest receivers you've had to cover?
it. Ooh.
Ooh. Game man. I would say AJ and Smitty every single day. Man, one of the top duels in the league. Man, I would say James Williams is pretty tough, for sure. I got him more in college as well, man. But man, just speed, change of pace, man. Like most of it's just chest, man. Just man, trust your technique. Receiver showing you illusions, things like that, making you second guess your leverage. Man, just so many different ins and outs of the game. TJ, you know how it feels to be out there. Overall, man, just man, I prepare myself better than you. You know what I mean? In where I was just playing. So that's the best way to explain it for real, for real.
What corners have you watched film on? Because that's what I used to do every off season. I'd go to the video guys, and I'm old, so they couldn't download it to us, but they had to make a DVD for us, right? So I'd go to the computer guys, the video guys, and say, hey, every ball thrown to Reggie Wayne, every ball thrown to Steve Smith, every ball thrown to this, send it to me, Larry Fitzgerald. I'm gonna watch it and see what I can pick up. What DBs have you learned from and just took little things from their game to add to yours?
One of the main ones is Patrick Surtain. Actually, our DB coach now, Christian Parker, he was with Patrick Surtain with the Broncos. And just fundamentally sound. The best way it gets, of course. God's blessed. Steve is the player of the year previous year. Man, just of course a lot of the guys big, fast, strong, tall. Man, just technique things. The best way possible. I feel like when you're able to put those things together, knowledge in the game. Derek Stingley, another guy that I watched a good amount. Christian Gonzalez came out with me, my class, big player. Lockdown corner himself as well. Just continue to grow my game. As we talked about before, having different mindsets, different details, things like that can continue to help you grow. So yeah, that's one of the things for me.
You talked about earlier, like man, the NFL, everybody's good. You got to do this, you got to do that. Did you play a lot of special teams in Georgia?
I played a good amount. My role got a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
Really
because
early on. Yeah.
and so because I say that because you're the type of player like coaches love it because when you highly touted coming out of college, we ain't playing no special teams. If I'm playing special teams, I'm returning the kick or I'm returning the punch.
Man.
So you do anything to help the team, they make you a gunner. And you like, all right, I'm gonna be the best gunner. You making a Pro Bowl as a gunner. And so to me, that shows all buy-in. Is that something that has always been in you, or it is something you learned because you went to an organization and a team that was winning so much? You're like, okay, I'm not getting on the field much on defense, but I'm gonna make an impact on special teams.
Yeah, man. Just like you said it. A lot of different teams that we've been on is, man, from even high school, college to the league, man. Just buy into the rule, no matter what that is, man. Of course, continue to perfect my craft, whether it's corner, special teams, overall, man. But personally, what each and every single individual wants, and isn't it, what's understood doesn't really need to be explained, man. Just continue to grow, man. And whenever I get my opportunity, I'm gonna make the most of it. No matter if it's special teams, on the field, CB1, CB2, no matter what it is, So just continue to, man, put myself in the best foot forward. Continue to show my preparation, continue to grow as a man overall, man. So that's why I really love football, man. Just teaching so much about life lessons, man. It's huge.
Well, man, we appreciate you joining us. How old you gonna be tomorrow?
23.
So tell the listeners. So happy 23rd birthday tomorrow. Tell the listeners, y'all go wish your birthday on Instagram, on Twitter. Let them know. What's your tag? Let them know.
On Instagram at Kelee Ringo, KELEERINGO.
What's your snap? What's your snap?
Say you got jokes around week.
So yeah, man, we appreciate you joining us, man. And again, y'all check out the Ringo Family Foundation. It raises awareness, provides education about triple negative breast cancer. They established that 2023, man. Once again, happy for you, your family, your mother beating that. Wish you nothing but success this season, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys. It's a blessing to be on here. Thank you guys.
Take care, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, James, I got a question for you, man. You're going to laugh at this. Do you watch a lot of TV?
Not really.
Okay, well, I do. And see, so then I need some of the producers to get in on this conversation right quick. This only going to be like a 3-minute conversation. If y'all can kind of like just listen and say stuff, please do. Because then I'm going to feel like I'm by myself. Man, so check this out, right? So y'all know, I got 3 daughters, 2 daughters, they grown. And so they got me to watching this show. I watched it last year, and then I'm watching it again this year. It's called Love Island. You ain't never seen that?
No, man, I ain't watching that, man.
Hey,
I tell you, listen, stop.
Hey, hold up.
You ever seen Love on the Spectrum?
Nah.
You got to watch that.
No, the other day, I done seen this season, probably 5 episodes of Love Island. So I kind of got into it, right? Last year I was watching the UK version, got into that. And so just the other day, because we behind, I think we behind 2 episodes, we TiVo everything, right? I'm just saying this to anybody in here that's associated with Love Island. Man, y'all better bring Jeremiah back. If y'all don't bring Jeremiah back on Love Island, I ain't watching it no more. Somebody here to watch Love Island, y'all better bring him back.
They just told you it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Hey, Jacob, get back on, Jacob. What'd you say? Oh, so you watch it too? But why would they put Jeremiah off? He was the best contestant the best person on the show. Ace a hater, bro. Why Ace doing him like that? See, we talk like, okay.
I don't even know what y'all talking about, man. Anybody watch Love on the Spectrum? They got like 2-3 seasons of that. You got to watch that one. Love on the Spectrum. Watch that one.
Love on the Spectrum. Hey, Jacob. I know you're not on the show, bro. I mean, I may be wrong for doing this, but so when he doing podcasts, they mean you can't go back on the show? Oh man, I can't believe they got him out. Love Island, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, Love Island. Y'all tripping because y'all gonna lose a viewer now. Because I ain't watching. If he don't come back, I'm gonna give him 3 episodes.
They don't care about losing you.
I ain't watching.
They don't care, but they only got you because your daughters is watching. They
But
don't care if they
I
lose
can't be
you.
the only one that think this. I just started watching last year. I cannot be the like my daughters love that show. I cannot be the only one that think like why they get rid of Jeremiah. I cannot be the only one.
I can't bring myself to watch that one. I just can't.
I know I shouldn't even be talking about that, but I just feel
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
had to bring that up. Like they tripping. They got rid of the best person on the show. Like I'm like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Okay, enough about Love Island. It's pretty good though. It's a good show. I ain't gonna lie to you. It really is a good show. So now we're gonna get back to I want to talk about this, man. The Henry Rugg situation. I don't know if you've kept
Yeah.
up with it.
I didn't keep up with it. I understood, but yeah, I know what happened, and
So I believe it was about a week or two ago. He did an interview because they relocated him, and he did an interview and he said he thinks about it every day, every night. One of his biggest regret of his life is the tragic incident where the young lady lost her life. If he could change it, obviously he would. If he can go back and change things, he would. He wants their family to know he's truly, truly remorseful for what he caused. And then he goes on to say his goal is to hopefully play in the National Football League again. Do you believe we'll see Henry Ruggs in the NFL uniform?
I can't say yes or no to that because I'm not the person in position to actually make that decision. Um, I can give my uh how I would feel if I was him. Yeah, I would love to have the opportunity to, to come back and be back where, I was but again, I put myself in the position of the family. And my daughter will never get an opportunity to get another chance, you know. So
It wouldn't matter to you because he says I would really like the family to meet the real Henry Ruggs. Like that's not me. And even the guys that he played with, like Devontae Smith, who's really close with Henry Ruggs, was like, that's just not him. Like that shocked me. Um, him doing what he did. And he's eligible for parole next August. So August of 2026. He'll probably be 27 years old, I believe, in his athletic prime. The only case that I believe comes close to this, and is Vic. Mike Vick went to prison for a couple years for the incident with the animals, with the dogs.
I could have
And
swore it was like somebody named Little or something.
who? Leonard Little?
Little, last name, yeah, was that
Yeah,
him?
Leonard Little. No, Leonard Little, he killed somebody. He killed someone in his car, but he wasn't away from the game that long. I'm talking like went to prison. Vic went to prison. Henry Ruggs is in prison. Um, and it will be around the same length of time that they serve prison time. And then to come back and play, yes, Leonard Little did uh take someone's life, but he didn't serve prison time. So Henry Ruggs served prison time. Michael Vick served prison time. Um, it will be interesting to see. I hope he gets another opportunity. Life is about second chances. He seems very remorseful, but it's what you said.
Everybody, listen. Like I said, I'm not saying this is him, but everybody's remorseful after you get caught. Everybody's
I
remorseful
don't know about that. You don't see some dudes get
after
caught. They
you
don't care.
got right. But I'm saying you didn't purposely do this. It's not something you went on purpose to do. I'm not going to be remorseful if I go and take the life of somebody that did something to me
That's
or
very true.
my family members. Yes, I'm not going to be remorseful for
That's
that.
very true.
But if I go out and do something because I decided to make a immature decision and go and do something that ended up causing me to take someone's life, yes, I'm gonna be very remorseful. Now I wouldn't be remorseful if I got through with that and I made it home. It would have been, hey man, I was balling out, I was driving fast, and I made it home. I got lucky. Now, it ends up being that you take a life, now you're remorseful, which you should be, but you know, like I said, I play 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. If I'm him, yes, I want another chance. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for this happening. You know, I want to get the opportunity to, you know, to show you and all that. But at the same time, if I'm the parents over here, if I'm the sister and brothers over here, like, where's my daughter's second chance? Where's my sister's second chance? Your second chance will be you'll get an opportunity to come out and live life. You don't get an opportunity now to go and play this game that is a privilege, not a right.
I believe he'll get another opportunity, and as long as you're remorseful, I believe he deserves it. Like, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but I get your viewpoint is you took someone's life. They will never see their loved one again, whereas he can continue on with life. But they do say the first time you get caught or the first time you had an accident, it's not the first time you've done it, it's just the first time you got caught with it.
The first time you got caught.
So it sucks for her family. It really does that they had to go through that. And so hopefully he's able to get an opportunity. And I do believe he will. I do, because he seems very remorseful, very remorseful. But as you said, that's not bringing my child back.
Yeah, like I said, if it's me, yeah, I want another opportunity. If I'm the parents, your opportunity will be you'll get a chance to come out of jail and live a normal life. You know?
It'll be interesting to see in about, probably 13 months, 13, 14 months time, when he's eligible for parole, if one, he's granted parole, and two, what transpires once that's
listen, so once that parole comes, now, you know, they're going to get an opportunity to be in there and talk. You know what I'm saying?
Her family, I'm sure, will have a voice.
Mm-hmm.
And the words that they speak and say,
yes,
I'm sure will be impactful.
It will carry weight, whether it helps him or hurts him.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. We'll see. I wish, like I said, prayers for the family, man. Henry Rugg just got to stay strong, stay with the Lord, and hope.
Yes,
that opportunity is given to him, and I hope he gets it. We all make mistakes, because I've done some things when I was younger. Lord knows, I just ain't get in trouble for it. I ain't get caught.
Hey, I didn't get caught. Yeah,
I ain't get caught. Like, yeah. So some guys get, yeah. Let's go to. Did you see what Brady says? He believes Patrick Mahomes can surpass him as a GOAT. Do you think that's possible? Go to the quarterbacks championship, because it's gonna come down to
championships.
And Patrick Mahomes,
what he got now? How many he got now? I love this conversation. How many he got now?
3.
He got 3. Tom got like 8 of them things, don't he?
Nah, Brady got 7. Tom Brady got 7 championships.
I'm sorry, man. You got to put together. Ooh,
that's a lot. We would say though, Patty probably got about. He got about 10 more years left in him, easily 10.
Yeah, but
10 years left.
But does his cast around him have 10?
That's the key. They got to continue. They got to continue to surround.
Again, you know how hard it is to get.
Yeah. And I'm
losing major pieces. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot harder to get it back.
To me, what's really keeping them in the title picture is Chris Jones. Chris Jones probably has three dominant years left, I'm gonna say. And then after that, they're gonna have to find another dominant defensive lineman, because without Chris Jones, they're in trouble. Without somebody that can really get after the quarterback, they're in trouble. Because offensively, the last couple years, bro, they just been okay. They've been okay. They just make timely plays because of Mahomes.
Right.
But the defense is carrying them.
Yeah.
So can Mahomes win 5 Super Bowls in the next 8 to 12 years? I say no.
5 in the next 8? No.
8 to 12.
You want to see you got Philly over there and all that other stuff. So
not even. Let's just we We assume Lamar gonna get at least one, right?
I don't know if they seem to get into the playoffs and things unravel a little
Hey
bit.
man, Lamar gonna get for sure one. Josh Allen gonna get one.
I just don't want him to get one because he's a Ray.
I know that's why you said that. I knew that when you started hesitating. Now I said, "Oh my God, this dude saying that because he with Baltimore." I knew that. I knew that. I just ain't want to say it. I'm glad you said it.
Same thing with Cincinnati. I don't want to see Joe Burrow get one just because
We think Lamar gonna get one. We think Josh Allen gonna get one. CJ Stroud may get one. Joe Burrow gonna get one. Jaden Daniels gonna get one within that 8 to 12 year time frame. And so
Ooh.
I'm not so sure Justin Herbert probably gonna get one as long as Harbaugh is his coach. As long as Harbaugh is his coach. Yeah, and then let's not I'm a big fan, bro, of Ben Johnson. Because he resurrected Jared Goff's career in Chicago. In Detroit, I'm sorry.
Detroit, you're about to say, yeah.
His career.
Okay.
And so if Caleb Williams is what everybody thinks he was going to be when he got drafted in the next 8 to 12 years, he going to get one.
And where?
Ben Johnson is proven.
And where?
In Chicago.
They got to do a lot of changes around there.
They've done a lot of changing.
They still got to do a lot more.
You got 3 really good receivers. You got 2 good running backs. You got 2 first-round tight ends. No, Cole Kmet was a second-round tight end. You draft Colson Leveland in the first round this year. They fortified the offensive line. They had a top 10 defense last year. So they got pieces. They got guys.
Yeah.
What they were lacking was the quarterback and the play caller head coach. They have that also. It's all going to come down to can Caleb Williams develop. So does Patrick Mahomes have the potential to surpass him? Yeah. Will he? I say no.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot to. And it's just, I think they were hot, and once you start cooling off, it's man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with you. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, that right there is tough.
Yeah,
I can't see it. It's too many good teams.
4 more in the next
8 to 12 years.
Is like really like what's his contract? Didn't he sign a contract already like for 500 something?
I'm worried about that. He gonna get another contract after that. 10 years, 500.
They ain't gonna get another. They're gonna give another 10.
Nah, they ain't gonna give him 10. They probably gonna give him about 3 or 4.
Right.
But I just don't. It's just so many good teams, good young quarterbacks. We didn't even bring up like the Rams. They're really good again. The Niners, they gonna be solid. Like it's so many good teams. These young quarterbacks keep coming into the league. It's gonna be interesting. But I don't know if we'll ever see a quarterback do what Brady did in New England again. I just don't think we'll see it.
Dude, they did like 12, what was it, 12 straight or something? It was something goofy.
I mean, Brady is just that good of a player, man. And I would say this time and time again. Like, give me the best game plan in the world. Is it really the best game plan if I can execute it? Because, everybody was like, who gets the most credit? Bill Belichick or Tom Brady? Bill Belichick, you can design and craft up the best game plan in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If the players don't execute it, is it really the best game plan? Brady was the engine.
Yeah, he did it for a lot of things that they lack. You know what I'm saying? As far as real, top caliber, players on offense. I could have, sometimes I could have blocked on that offensive line. I know you go get the ball off in 1.7 seconds. I can put my hand on you, and that's enough to, stop you from getting there. It was times where guys.
The year he had top talent on offense, look what they did. They went undefeated, although they lose in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But he went crazy, set all kind of records, him and Moss, West. Lost in the Super Bowl, but you give him the top talent, that's what he gonna do. Goes to Tampa Bay. You give him top talent first year. I'm winning the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
And so, and it kind of made Belichick, at least in my eyes, it made him look bad. Because with Brady, you the greatest coach ever. Without Tom Brady, I don't know.
I think he had a great mind for coaching.
You played for him, so you would
Yes.
know more than I did.
Yes. I do believe that he put his players, I believe that he has the ability to adjust his players to fit the skill that they're best at playing on the field. So, they did a lot of different defensive personnels. And the reason they did that is like they would switch, like it'd be maybe one or two people that would change. And it would be because, okay, maybe this person can play the run better. This person can play this, this pass coverage better. Like he actually did adjust his plan to actually fit his players, where a lot of coaches are like, this is the defense I run, this is what I'm gonna run. I like this player and I'm gonna make him fit into this, and he don't fit into it. And now you start seeing your defense going downhill because you got a player that is not a two-gap player, he's a pass rusher, and he can't hold up at the line. And now he's playing 3 yards deep, and now he's in front of your linebackers. Now your linebackers is looking bad. Now everybody talking about your D-line and your linebackers because you wouldn't pick somebody for a defense that needs to be able to hold up two versus try and rush up field, and he's getting, dog mushed 3 yards deep every time.
Basically, he's just not gonna have somebody trying to do something that their skill set can't do.
Right. And then he can
Coaching.
change that defense to be like, you know what? This is his skill set. This is what I have to work with. We're going to change the defense and make it do this.
Well, I mean, because you played with Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick, and who was the coach? Was it Zach Taylor?
Marvin.
Oh, you played with Coach Lou.
It was 2013.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it was Coach Lou. And so Marvin, yeah, he would out of Belichick was the only one that you felt like, okay, you do this well, this is going to be the role. And you felt other coaches would call stuff.
No, I felt like other coaches. So in that adjustment is what I'm saying. So with Cowher, he drafted his players for the position he wanted played. That's how I felt. We played a 3-4. We got 3-4 linemen, we got 3-4 linebackers. We got what we needed for corners and safeties. With Mike, I feel like he got a little more enamored with numbers, speed, seeing guys that were fast versus drafting a guy that fit a true Dick LeBeau 3-4 defense. You know what I'm saying? A nose that's go hold up two ends that can do both. They can defend and run. Like right now, it's more of a 4-3. Where before, in Dick LeBeau's defense, you're dropping 50% of the time. You're lucky if you get, maybe 5 or 10 pass rushes a game. Right. Right now, they're going. So it's not even the same fire zone defense of Dick LeBeau's defense that it was, when he was there. It's sort of its own combination of whatever, it's come up with. And when you do things like that, it kind of leaves gaps in the defense. You can't defend everything. You go and start doing things like that, and you're going to say, I want to protect this. Well, you can't protect that. Coach LeBeau would tell us every defense has one weakness. And if they hit that on the defense, that's on me. But if you go and try and protect that weakness that is just in that defense, you end up creating two more. So if they get the call, they get the call. It's usually, secure the tackle. Worst case scenario, they may get 10, 12 yards.
That's actually smart though, like, because you're gonna play a lot of like Rex Ryan, he would do that a lot. When we would play the Ravens, we didn't throw the ball to our tight end often. So certain times we just gonna leave this tight end open. And he probably gonna be last in the progression. The quarterback ain't gonna have time to get to him. He gonna be on his back. Or he gonna throw it to somebody else. And so that's where LeBeau is smart, because we gonna play to the strength of our defense, but we gonna play to the weakness of their team. They don't throw the ball to this guy, so on this deep, don't worry about this. If he go here, that's on me.
Yep.
But don't try to make up for this, because now you're gonna leave 2 or 3 other things open.
Right.
But that's great coaching. Very interesting. So this will be our last topic, and it's kind of fitting considering what we talked about earlier. So USA Today, they say the most pressure. Which players are facing the most pressure heading into this season? You want to give me the players, or you want me to tell you who USA Today says has the most pressure on them?
Who does USA Today say?
They say your quarterback. Who your quarterback? Your quarterback. You're the Steelers. You say every time you said the Steelers, you said we this.
Listen, I don't think no pressure was on him. For me, I don't think no pressure's on him. He got a 1-year deal. He got a 1-year deal.
So it's Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields, JJ McCarthy. I agree with all 3 of those, but I don't agree with the last one. Michael Penix Jr. I don't agree with that. Out of those 4 guys,
was he a rookie last year or something?
He was a rookie last year. Didn't start. They pulled Kirk Cousins and brought him in. I don't think it's a lot of pressure. He could throw that thing. Well, he trained with us coming out. Oh my God, that left-handed. He could throw that thing, and he fast.
I think it's I hate him, but it's pressure on him, because you want to. It's 1 year. You really want to go out with a bang.
Your quarterback, right? You talking your quarterback?
Yeah. Okay. I'll be trying to fight it and deny it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to, But especially after having the time he had in New York, and getting an opportunity here to at least try and write his own ship, not even just ours, his own, so that he can leave on a high note. So yeah, I would put that at 1, because that's where everybody's eyes go be anyway.
It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure because everybody felt he was going to the Steelers, but he didn't sign till a few days before minicamp. It's a lot of pressure because you go to the New York Jets. Everybody had such high expectations. When you sign with the Jets, you get hurt immediately into your first season. Your next season, which was last season, didn't go well, but many believe you got the coach fired. Many believe you handpicked your offensive coordinator. And so there's pressure on you because Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. It's pressure on you to make sure that stays that way. It's pressure on you because you've come out and said, this is quite possibly my last season playing. And so I don't feel like there's another player that's going to have that type of pressure on him. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the most gifted thrower.
Listen, what he don't realize is Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is the biggest little high school professional team you go ever go to, dude.
Yeah, like
you are in a bubble.
The history of the franchise, though. The Pittsburgh Steelers, when you think championships, you think Pittsburgh. You think Pittsburgh, at least me. I think Pittsburgh.
Yeah, of course. You was getting that boot on you, the whole.
We was beating y'all just as much as y'all beat us. Y'all was just.
How many Lombardis y'all got sitting in y'all?
We ain't talking about that. We talking about head to head. We talking about head to head. That's head to head. We was beating y'all as much as y'all beat us.
Nah, I'm about to look at. I'm about to look at.
Yes.
Pull that up for me. From what year?
My rookie year, 2001, and I left the Bengals 2009. Yeah.
Okay, so look 2001 to 2018 when I retired.
Nah, not till you retired. When you played with the Bengals, how'd it go? Who won what? You remember? When you played the Steelers?
You cut out a little bit. My internet. What you say?
When you played the Steelers, how'd it go when you were with the Bengals? The 2 games y'all played.
Oh, we won.
Huh?
We won one, lost one.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's always was like 1-1. It may be a sweep here or there, but for the most part, it's going to be 1-1. And it's crazy. We're going to get into some of this tomorrow because I can go on and on and on about when we get ready to play the Steelers. We're going to tell these stories tomorrow. How the coaches used to walk in the meeting. That shit used to piss me off.
You know you was playing the big bad wolf?
And that's how we're going to get into that tomorrow. But yeah, I think J.J. McCarthy is under some pressure also. Because you let Sam Darnold go to Seattle, who last game of the season was playing for the division. And you let him go to play J.J. McCarthy, and that's unknown. J.J. McCarthy is unknown. And so, to me, that's pressure. You've never played in the National Football League. The quarterback you're succeeding had a ton of success last season, although the last game didn't play well in the regular season against, I believe it was the Rams in the playoffs. Did not play well in that. So your last 2 games, Sam Darnold didn't play well, but it has to be pressure considering the type of season that the Vikings had. But, man, I think all the pressure is on Aaron Rodgers. Michael Penix, no pressure. Justin Fields, it's not going to be much pressure on Fields. It's Aaron Rodgers for Pittsburgh because of, 1, who he is, but 2, man, the Steelers. Like,
who the Steelers are. Yeah.
They're a storied franchise. They're one of the pillars, foundational franchises of the National Football League. And so that will be interesting. But yeah, that pressure going to be on Aaron Rodgers. With that being said, appreciate y'all tuning in another night. Y'all make sure.
Hey, 13-4 from 2001 to 2008 against the Bengals.
Hell no, I'm about to look that up.
Look it up.
Nah.
13-4. You got 4 games. Get out 13 times.
Hell nah, there ain't no way. Did you look that up or somebody sent it to you?
It got sent to me. Might as well got sent to me from Sports Stats and
I don't believe that one. I got that up.
You know who it is. You know who it is. Go ahead and show him, please.
Oh my God, that's embarrassing.
Yes, it is.
Hey, we put up our points. Damn, it's such a team game. We put up our points.
I don't know why you thought y'all won half the games. That was like crazy.
I'm looking that up. Matter of fact, we ain't going nowhere right now. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me.
Could you please send him? Could you please send him that?
Nah, I don't need nobody to send me nothing.
Go count it up.
I'm about to right now.
Yeah, go count it up. Hey, listen. I'm sorry about what we did to you. I've been meaning to tell you. It wasn't nothing personal. It was just
like in the 90s, like it's 71-40 all time. But like in the 90s and early in my career, it was unfair. It was unfair.
What? You talking fair and unfair now? TJ, stop it.
It was unfair.
That was unfair. It sounded like one of my kids. That was unfair, Dad.
Ooh.
Hey, yeah, look at them numbers, TJ. You see that? You know how your mind play tricks on you and you start believing things and you say it so much that now the lies that you tell you believe is true? That's where you at.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
My rookie year. 1-1. 2002. Y'all won both. 2003 split. 2004 y'all won both. 2005 we split.
And that's it. That's it.
2006 1-1. 7 and 8 y'all won both. Wow.
Yes. We went in. Listen, when we went into there, boy, we knew we was having something good.
Well,
boy.
guess what? That's even worse. Y'all about to get y'all ass kicked both games this year because of that. I'm making sure of that. I'm making sure of that. If we play the Steelers, I'm going
How
to
you
the
making
game.
sure?
Damn, we better than y'all though. We gonna beat y'all ass this year. We beating y'all ass this year. We beating y'all ass this year.
How you gonna get mad because you find out you was 13-4?
Yeah. Hey, I'm mad, so they gotta help me get my
Y'all ready to go do something. Y'all know we were getting beat 13-4.
Yeah, man. Damn, I didn't realize it was like that. That's all right. That's all right. Damn.
See, when you put your feet on them on that towel, that was like really it. That was the down. That was over with from there.
And then we won that. That was in Pittsburgh too. Damn.
Yeah.
Or it just seemed because the games was close, and then we probably just couldn't make a play at the end. Well, it is what it is. I'm sorry, y'all. Prolonged for that.
Yeah, he prolonged it just to make sure he checked to make sure that they was taking the ass with me like I said they was.
So y'all make sure, like we said, top right corner. You got the link.
He lost his train of thought.
And support Mr. James Harrison and what he's doing. Y'all make sure y'all like, y'all subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, text them, call them, whatever you do. It's the third night of the takeover. It ain't the hijack. It's the takeover of Nightcap. Unc and Chad is TJ and Debo. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate it, man. Take care. 13-4. Wow.
Hey, that threw your whole night off.
Hell yeah.
You ain't even about to sleep right.
I didn't think it was that bad. Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That we used to, it's Bengals, right? They call them Ben's gals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ben